This question is about token ring. They are talking about a early token reinsertion. So in early token reinsertion, what happens is we release the data and immediately we release the token. So data will be going on followed by the token. So they are saying that in early token reinsertion, this station releases a token as soon as it completes the frame transmission, which means we finish the frame transmission, immediately we release the token whether or not the frame header has returned to the station, which means we just transmit the frame and then immediately we transmit the token without thinking whether the frame header has released come back or not. So the problem is, in case of delayed token reinsertion, we send a data packet, and when the data packet comes back, whatever is the priority on the data packet or whatever is the reservation on the data packet will now become the priority of the token. Therefore, the advantage of waiting until the data packet comes back is we can see in the entire ring who has reserved the token, depending on which we can increase the priority of the token to that reservation field. But because of this early token reinsertion, we don't have that strategy, which means, see this, what I mean to say is, if we have many stations like this, if you have 4 stations, now assume that this station 1, when these are the priorities 1, 2, 3, 4, then let us say this station 1 has sent out the data packet, and by the time the data packet comes back, if the data packet has come back with a reservation on that as 4, which means a station with priority 4 wants the token, then now the station 1, when it releases the token, it will make the priority of the token to be 4 and it will release it, right? So that is how the priority is implemented. But the problem with early token reinsertion is you should release the data and immediately you should release the token. Then you don't know who wants the token next. Then how are you going to solve this problem? That is what they are asking. So then they are asking that whether or not the frame header has returned to the station, which means we are not worrying whether the frame header has returned back to the station. In case if the frame header has returned, we have an opportunity to look at the reservation field of the header and we can decide what should be the priority of this token next. But then we don't have that chance now, right? Then what will be the priority of the token released? Then they are asking, in this case, what should be the priority of the token that is going to be released? A, the priority of the frame that completes the frame transmission, which means whatever is the priority of the frame that you have just sent, they are asking that please set the tokens priority to be that. But if you do that, every time the token is going to get the priority of the station which it crossed, so it is not the answer. Now what is the answer is, how to solve it is, before, when you are releasing the token, you don't have the choice or you don't have the opportunity to see what is the reservation on the data packet you released, but then you could definitely see what is the reservation on the data packet which someone else has sent before, which means before sending your data, someone else has circulated some data. On that data you might have seen what the reservation is. Therefore, in the previous cycle, whatever is the reservation made by some station, that reservation field you make it as the priority for the present field, which means, look at this option, the priority in the reservation field of the most recently received frame, which means whatever is the priority that is reserved by the last recently seen packet, most recently seen packet, which means don't follow your data, because your data is obviously not going to come back by the time you release the token. Therefore, previously you might have seen some data which is going to take us wrong, right? And now you are going to use the priority of the previous data in this packet. So the priority in the reservation field of the most recently received frame is going to be the priority for the next token, right? This is the answer. So what about the delayed token reinsertion? In that, the priority of the data packet which you have sent is going to be the priority next, right?